Are you ready?
It's time for Adams Cable High School football. And today from the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex in Carbondale, the Susqehanna Sabres are in town to take on the Carbondale Area Chargers. All brought to you by Adams Cable Service, by the Comfort Doctors, T.E. Spall & Son, Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing of Carbondale, by Jerry's Tire and Auto Service, your source for quality tires, Nick's Excavating and Paving, by NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield, for experience, dependability, and 24-hour service, by your local Napa Auto Parts store, Carbondale Auto Parts, Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Tom's Floor Shop, your first step to a beautiful home, Main Street Childs, by the White's Crossing Sport Shop, Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street. And your starting lineups for today's game are presented by the Roselle Department Store. Alongside Glenn Muskowski, Steve Young here. Great to have you on board for week number 7 of high school football. It is a beautiful night for football in Carbondale. Temperatures are in the low 60s, and here tonight, the Carbondale Area Chargers will celebrate their 2001 District 2 Class A Championship coming up just before the game, Glenn, and that is going to be really exciting to see a lot of the former players coming back.
Yeah, a lot of good athletes on that team, Steve, and I'll tell you, they battled for Lackawanna Trail for 2 years in a row. They got beaten the first year, came back and won an outstanding game down in the county stadium. I remember that game completely. I believe it was 14-13.
Yeah, close ball game, and that was their only district championship, and here tonight they will celebrate that team coming up in the pregame.
Yeah, that's going to be nice to see some of the. Well, yeah, we always say kids, but it's 20 years ago. Well, they're not kids anymore, for sure. I remember when we had the 20-year thing for basketball too. Everybody said the kids are coming back, but they're all have kids
now.
They're all adults and have kids. Yeah.
Well, for the Susquehanna Sabres, under head coach Kyle Cook, they come in with an overall mark of 1 win and 5 losses in Division 3. They are 1-1. And the Carbondale Area Chargers overall this year at 2-4, and in Division 3, no wins and 2 losses. So for Susquehanna, they picked up their first win last week at Holy Cross, 34-16, while Carbondale Area had a tough game at Dunmore, losing by the score of 17-8, and they really could not get their ground game untracked.
Well, I wasn't at the game, Steve, but they said they had a difficult time. Dunmore played them very well on the defensive side.
And for the Susquehanna Sabres, they were led by Jesse DeLucia as he moved from wide receiver to tailback, and Kyle Cook put him in the power I formation, and he finished with 8 carries for 36 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Susquehanna picked up the win. So here tonight, it's going to be an interesting matchup to see how Susquehanna fares against the big offensive line of Carbondale. Susquehanna really playing with only about 19 or 20 players. They're shorthanded due to COVID protocols and injuries and other things going on, so it's going to be quite a matchup here in Carbondale, and we are going to have the pregame celebration coming up in just a couple of minutes as we go to a break here on Adams Cable High School Football.
Now's the time to unleash the internet. With Adams Cable Service, you get internet with speeds up to 120 megs. It's the speed you need that blows the doors off of DSL. Connect all of your devices, including iPads and other tablets, game consoles, smartphones, and computers. Upload and share photos and videos instantly. Stream HD movies in a flash and experience online gaming like never before. Call Adams Cable Service today at 1-888-222-0077 and get internet with speeds up to 120 megs.
You deserve expert heating, cooling, and plumbing service. So, just call Spall. T.E. Spall & Son has been serving northeastern Pennsylvania with expert customer service for 36 years in all phases of residential and commercial heating, cooling, and plumbing. So, just call Spall for the expert service you deserve. Visit them at callspall.com. For service, remember, just call Spall. When it comes to keeping your vehicle maintained and problem-free, Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale has you covered. Call Jerry's for brake service, oil changes, state inspections, quality tires, wheel alignment, and rotation to enhance your vehicle's performance.
I'm Jerry Jablanowski. Call 282 Tire for dependable automotive service and name brand tires at Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale.
Welcome back to Carbondale and the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex for Week 7 of high school football featuring the Sabres of Susquehanna and the Carbondale area Chargers in a Lackawanna Football Conference crossover matchup. Of course, Susquehanna competes in Division 3, while the Carbondale Chargers are in Division 3. The Susquehanna Sabres, of course, are in Division 4. So we're just about set for the pregame festivities here in Carbondale as the fans continue to file into the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex. And Glenn, it's going to be an exciting night.
It should be, yeah. It's very, very exciting. I think I'm going to have a family problem here, Steve. As people are walking in, I see my granddaughter walking in with a Notre Dame jersey on. So there's going to be a little problem here, I think, tonight with me being a Penn State fan and my daughter and my son-in-law being Notre Dame fans. So hopefully Penn State can win tonight, and everything will be good.
And now we are going to turn things over to public address announcer Sean Mangan for the pregame festivities.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex for tonight's football game between the Sabres of Susquehanna and your Carbondale area Chargers. The Carbondale area school district promotes good sportsmanship by its student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from Carbondale area. We also would like to remind you that Carbondale area is a smoke-free campus. Please, no smoking anywhere on campus. Please note that the restrooms are located on the scoreboard side of the field, near the Carbondale area marching band. Thank you for your cooperation in the promotion and good sportsmanship of tonight's event. At this time, in this 20th anniversary season of the Carbondale Area School District, we would like to recognize and welcome back the 2001 Carbondale Area Chargers football team who won the District 2 Class A championship. Before we begin, we ask for a moment of silence to honor two members of our 2001 championship team who are no longer with us, but are never forgotten. Player John Drobnicki and equipment manager Jack Harity. Thank you. The 2001 season opened with wins versus Mid-Valley 24-8 and at Susquehanna 18-7 and versus Bishop Hayfie 22-0. After a loss to Lackawanna Trail, the Chargers trailed 27-0 versus Riverside before a second half rally fell short 27-21. The Chargers would have to win the rest of the way. Although the Chargers lost that Week 5 game to Riverside, the second half rally set the tone for the rest of the season in eventual rematches with Riverside and then Trail. A win at Bishop Hoban 45-12, versus Northwest 40-0, and versus Bishop O'Reilly 47-27 set the stage for a must-win at Old Forge. A late score gave the Chargers a 13-10 victory. The regular season ended with a win versus Bishop O'Hara, 35-6. In the postseason, the Chargers pulled off a 22-16 win at Riverside to advance to the district final versus Lackawanna Trail. The Chargers claimed a 14-13 triumph for the district championship. The Chargers season ended in the state playoffs versus St. Pius, but CA had posted a school record 10 wins during their memorable 10-3 season. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to introduce your 2001 District Class A champions. The coaching staff and players who are in attendance include the head coach, the master cylinder himself, John LaSavage. Assistant coaches, Steve LaSavage, Larry Gabriel, and Jeff Martin. Assistant coaches that were on that team and are still assisting tonight, JJ Perry, Bob Matushik, and current head coach, Jeff Arthur. The players in attendance this evening, Jared Neppa, Mikey Brennan, Tommy Smith, Eric Mosier, John Loca, Chad Linnity, Corey Frazier, Chris LaSavage, Justin Pigeon, Dan DeGrazia, Joe Cavison, John Popovich, Harrison Carpenter, Joe Wagner, Mike Lee, and Larry Totera. The following players were unable to attend this evening: Marco Scarfalato, Jimmy Helms, Dave D'Antonio, Willie Reesner, Mark Wallace, Jeremy Bucklaw, Logan Gabriel, Steve Demonovich, Pat Masterson, Howard Pavlone, Kyle Neppa, and Samir Barkari. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the Class District A champions of 2001. And now for tonight's offensive starters for the Sabres of Susquehanna. Wide receiver, number 2, J.J. Rosa. Left tackle, number 64, John Michael Phillips. Left guard, number 51, Colin Smith. Center, number 52, Garrett Cordner. Right guard, number 54, Riken Hobert. Right tackle, number 77, Devlin Ace. Split end, number 42, Jesse DeLuisa. Flanker, number 7, Spencer Beamer. Fullback, number 34, Sam Callahan. Tailback, Brad Cottrell. And quarterback, number 15, Colton Stone. The Sabres are coached by Kyle Cook. And now for the starters for your Carbondale area Charger defense.
And your starting lineups for today's game brought to you by the Roselle Department Store in Carbondale, where the contemporary styles and fall apparel are all on display. Roselle has all of your school clothing needs, including a full line of spirit wear for Carbondale area, Lakeland, Forest City, and Valley View. Are you attending a formal affair or a special event? Let the experience of Sam Kalura work for you with a perfectly tailored tuxedo by Sarno & Son. Visit Roselle Department Store for professional laundry and dry cleaning services. Sam and the staff at the Roselle Department Store in Carbondale are proud to present your starting lineups for tonight's game between the Carbondale area Chargers and the Sabres of Susquehanna. Sean Mangan, public address announcer, gave you the Susquehanna starting lineup, and defensively for Carbondale, Chaz Kovaleski at defensive end, Noah Kilmer at the other end, Luke Kovaleski at left tackle, Dan Battle at right tackle, Logan Warmuth at the outside linebacker along with Johnny Orta, Vincent DePalma is at the inside linebacker spot along with Carlos Orta, Guy Muschowitz the strong corner, Jake Rossler at the weak side corner, and Devon Reams will line up at safety defensively for Carbondale area. And as you take a look out on the field on your screen, in the red jacket, that is Carbondale area head coach John LaSavage. And, boy, I'll tell you, Glenn, it's good to see him out on the field. It looks like he could still suit up at this stage in his life.
I wouldn't be surprised if he even tried.
I think he could carry the football one more time, Glenn.
I think so.
It was ironic the first time I saw John on the football field tonight. He wore number 40. Guess where he was standing when I saw him? Right on the 40-yard line. How ironic is that?
Some great stories about John. Knowing people in college and how they still remember him from Alabama and from West Virginia. It's unbelievable.
Absolutely. He was a defensive back, so had a great career. And that is the Carbondale alma mater, so we're going to have the playing of our national anthem in just a moment. We'll go to a quick break and come right back with the kickoff after this timeout on Adams Cable High School Football.
Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale is committed to providing professional service in residential and commercial excavating, land clearing and demolition, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Enhance your property with new paving and seal coating, mulch, or stone. For expert service on your next project, count on Nick's Excavating and Paving Carbondale. What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team at NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS, Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7.
And with the playing of our national anthem, we are set for football here in the pioneer city of Carbondale on this beautiful Saturday night. Week number 7, it's a Lackawanna football crossover matchup between the Sabres of Susqehanna and the Carbondale area Chargers. And now your call, Spall game time weather. We have cloudy skies and a temperature of around 61 degrees. By 8 p.m. tonight, temperature will probably be in the high 50s, and the winds are east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that is your call, Spall game time weather. Well, Glenn, here we go with Week 7 of high school football, moving along at a rapid pace.
Boy, for sure is. Week 7, we have one more game left to broadcast right around Halloween, and then we're looking right around the corner at the basketball. It's unbelievable how fast this goes.
And Susqehanna will tee up the football, and 2 are deep for the 3 are actually deep for the Carbondale area Chargers. So we will wait for the whistle, and then we will be underway. And there's your kick. It is a line drive kick caught at the 30-yard line. And on the return for Logan Warmuth on the return for Carbondale area. And the Chargers will start this offensive possession from the 38-yard line, first down and 10. Now offensively for Carbondale, brought to you by the Roselle Department Store. Logan Warmuth at tight end, Luke Kovaleski at left tackle, Liam Misko at left guard, Chase Arthur at center, Josh Tierney at right guard, Jake Ulmer at right tackle, and Johnny Orta is at split end. Guy Mushaw will quarterback the Carbondale offense. Man in motion to the near side, and Mushaw will roll out, and on the run he overthrows Vincent DePalma on the far side of the field for an incompletion.
Well, the only reason he didn't have time that time, there was a great pressure by the defense of Susquehanna.
Devon Reams will line up at tailback, and Darrell Bennett will be at flanker. Defensively for Susquehanna, they are allowing 25 points a ball game. Austin Harvey at left end, Brad Cottrell at right end, Garrett Cordner at left tackle, John Michael Phillips at right tackle, and Colin Smith is at nose guard. Second down play. 2nd and 10 for Carbondale. They will hand it off, and right up the middle goes DePalma to the 41-yard line.
Second down handoff.
Good 20-yard run for Vinny DePalma.
Well, he just got some good up-front blocking right there from his offensive line. Linebackers for Susquehanna, Sam Callahan and Carson Williams, Spencer Beamer at left corner and J.J. Rosa at right corner, Jesse DeLucia at strong safety, Cameron Sheffer is at free safety. Carbondale area will go to work from its own 40-yard line with a new set of downs. And they will hand it off to the tailback, and that is Reams, and he goes forward inside the 38-yard line.
Pickup of about 4.
Hand off to Reams. It's about 4, bringing up second down for the Chargers.
Well, Carbondale area, they have wins this year over Holy Cross 54-27 and Hanover in a shutout win 44-0. And, of course, Susquehanna picked up its first win of the year at Holy Cross last week, 34-16. Second down and about 6 yards to go. DePalma with the football right up the middle, and he drives to the 20-yard line.
That is Vincent DePalma for a first down run.
Well, Vincent DePalma coming into this ball game second in Division II. In Division III, I should say, with 5 touchdowns, 516 yards. He has scored 42 points this year for Carbondale area.
2 runs of 39 yards.
First down for Carbondale from the Susquehanna 20-yard line. And they will go with the running attack, but this time it is stopped cold at the line of scrimmage as the Chargers slam the door as the Susquehanna Sabres slam the door against the Chargers. Hey, we've got the scoreboard partially working tonight. The timer's working. They have a little bit more troubleshooting to do on the scoreboard to get the all of the full effects with the numbers working, but the timer is working, so things are progressing here at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex. Second down as Carbondale will continue to run the football, but right there are the Susquehanna Sabres. Carson Williams from his linebacker position in on the tackle.
And an outstanding push right at right side of that defense.
13, Austin Harvey. Third long for the Chargers.
Now with the football resting inside the 20 at the 19-yard line with just about 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter, Carbondale area will face third down and long yardage. As the fans continue to make their way into the stadium on this beautiful Saturday night. Guy Muschow will survey the Sabre defense. Muschow off play action, looking far side of the field. The rush is on. Muschow under pressure, throws into traffic, and it's incomplete.
I mean, he was off balance, and he threw a bullet at that time, Steve. He has a good arm, but you got to be careful throwing it there. Of course, this is 4-down territory for sure.
Carbondale area averaging about 21.5 points a ball game. They have scored 130 while allowing 146. Fourth down play coming up right here, and it looks like Colin Baylor, the sophomore from Forest City. He's a soccer player. He will attempt. Let's see, where will that football be spotted? 32-yarder, I believe. And it is good.
Wow.
Well, that paid dividends. Colin Baylor, he is from Forest City on the co-op program, and he gives Carbondale a 3-0 lead as we go to a break on Adams Cable High School football. Your local Napa dealer, Carbondale Auto Parts, has been serving the area for over 38 years with quality automotive replacement parts, tools, and accessories. Experience the Napa know-how difference with great service you've come to know and trust from the staff at Carbondale Auto Parts. Your Napa know-how folks.
Napa know-how, Napa know-how, Napa know-how,
When you need collision repair, turn to the professionals at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center to restore your vehicle back to its original condition. For over 34 years, Beston's has been providing full-service collision repair with exceptional customer service. At Beston's, their motto is, every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. Beston's Collision Center in Carbondale, the trusted name in collision repair in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Welcome back to Carbondale in the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex as the Chargers have a 3-0 lead over the Susquehanna Sabres. And on this kickoff, the Susquehanna Sabres get a pretty good return. And here they go along the far side of the field. And that is DeLucia, and he may go all the way, and he will score for Susquehanna. And suddenly it is a 6-3 ball game on the kickoff return by Jesse DeLucia.
73 yards.
Wow.
Unofficially 73 yards.
Well, he had a great week last week as he moved from wide receiver to tailback as Kyle Cook put him in the power I formation, and he finished with 8 carries for 36 yards and 3 touchdowns. And right there, he gives Susquehanna a 6-3 advantage as Spencer Beamer, who has 4 extra points on the year, will attempt the extra point out of the hold of J.J. Rosa. And this kick is up, and it is no good. So we have a break in the action with 9:14 to play. Here in the first quarter, the Sabres lead the Chargers 6-3 as we go to a break on Adams Cable High School football.
Looking for the right flooring for your home, lifestyle, and budget? Visit Tom's Floor Shop & Childs for the latest advancements in flooring to enhance the rooms in your home. The experts at Tom's Floor Shop are there to help you style your home in contemporary elegance and classic beauty with a wide variety of name brand carpeting, hardwood, vinyl, and professional installation. All roads lead to where great floors begin at Tom's Floor Shop, Exit 6 off the Casey Highway in Childs.
Back in Carbondale at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex, where the Susquehanna Sabres have a 6-3 advantage over the Carbondale area Chargers as Jesse DeLucia just scored on a kickoff return. And now with 9:14 remaining in the first quarter, the Sabres will tee it up and kick off to the Chargers.
Well, if this is we could expect this all night. This could be something else, Steve.
Well, traditionally when these two teams get together, Glenn, it's usually a high-scoring affair. Now here's your kickoff, and right down the center of the field and from the 15-yard line, this looks like it is Devon Reams, and Reams twisting and turning and spins his way to the 40-yard line of Carbondale, and Carbondale area offense will work from that point with the football, first down and 10. Well, over the years, going back to the Suburban Conference when these two teams got together, they put a lot of points on the scoreboard. A lot of memorable games between head coach John LaSavage and Dick Bagnall. 49-48 was one of the scores, an overtime game here in Carbondale many years ago. And here tonight, both teams off to a pretty quick start. As we near the 9-minute mark remaining on the Call Spall scoreboard, Susquehanna 6, Carbondale 3. Chargers keep it on the ground for a short gain. Second down play coming up.
I'll tell you what, after that field goal, which was very impressive, that run back was really impressive.
Well, that's another added dimension to this Carbondale offense, having the ability to kick a field goal. They got within field goal range, and they came away with points as Colin Baylor hit about a 32-yard field goal. So now on second down and about 8 yards to go, Carbondale area will work from the 42 as Muschau will keep it and runs out of bounds in front of the Carbondale bench.
Pick up 5 for Muschau, 3rd and 4.
Well, after tonight, Carbondale will hit the road for 2 games in Week 8 and Week 9. They will be at Riverside and at Montrose. And then in Week 10, they will end their regular season here at home with Mid-Valley. We will have that game for you here on Channel 107. While Susquehanna will have Montrose and Old Forge at home, and then in Week 10 go on the road at Holy Redeemer. Reams carries the football, and he has first down yardage as he goes across midfield.
Good hard run by Reams for first down.
Coming into this game, Reams with 4 touchdowns, about 185 yards. He has scored 37 points this year for the Chargers. And as we near 8 minutes remaining in first quarter action on the Call Spall scoreboard, Sabres 6, the Chargers 3, Carbondale on the move on their second possession. As Mushaw will have the I formation in the backfield. Bennett goes in motion. They will hand it off to the fullback, and he will drive to about he keeps his feet driving and go to the 43-yard line. Vincent DePalma was lining up at tailback in previous games. He's been moved to the fullback position. Reams has taken over at tailback. And that's been a pretty good 1-2 punch. Second down and about 4. And the line of scrimmage marked at the Sabre 43. Mushaw with the toss play. It's Reams going around the far side. Reams tries to get the corner, heading for the first down marker. I don't know.
Well, it's close.
A lot of people bailed out on that far sideline. We'll see where the officials will mark the football. Looks like it might be at the 38.
Yeah, first down.
They've got the first down. Well, waiting for the chain gang will move the markers.
They're just taking their time. It's a nice night. They want to stick around for a while.
Yeah, not a bad crowd on hand.
Considering a Saturday night, not a usual game night for Carbondale.
With the football at about the 24-yard line of Susquehanna, Chargers are on the move with a new set of downs, trailing 6-3. As Mushaw was getting ready to set the offensive line, and there's a whistle.
Did I miss something here? Was there a penalty? Probably against Susquehanna. Looked like a 10-yard penalty, maybe 15.
Had to be because the marker was at the 40, and they took the football to the 38. So right now, you're deeper in Susquehanna territory. Well, Mushaw just looking to the near sideline. Now he'll step back up to the line of scrimmage. DePalma will dot the I formation. And DePalma will get the call, and he lowers the shoulder and plows inside the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you, he's an impressive runner. He's low to the ground. He's strong. He never quits. The type of guy you'd like to have all the time in that backfield, Steve.
6 foot, 180 pounds, and a junior. Now, at times you will see Logan Warmuth in the backfield, but for the last couple of games, it's been DePalma and Reams lining up in that I formation. And this time, off play action, they're looking end zone, and there is a pass that is overthrown. And I believe they were looking for Johnny Orta on the pass play.
Little banging back in that end zone there. I don't know if there was anything, no flag, so.
And the incompletion will stop the clock with 6:15 remaining here in quarter number 1. On the Call Spall scoreboard, 6-3 your score. Susquehanna leads Carbondale area, but the Chargers are threatening, as they will have the football at about the Susquehanna 17-yard line. Some movement on the line. Did not see a flag. DePalma is stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Susquehanna defense. Colin
No
Smith,
gain.
the nose guard, wrapped him up.
We're looking for another field goal, maybe?
Well, with the soccer player Colin Baylor, he's a pretty good kicker. You have a lot of options right here.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Let's see. Football is at the 17. That would be about a 42-yarder. We'll see what Jeff Arthur elects to do right here. As the clock continues to wind down with 5:29 remaining, now we will have a timeout called by Carbondale. As we go to a break with the Chargers trailing Susquehanna 6-3 on Adams Cable High School Football.
The White's Crossing Sports Shop, Canaan Street in Carbondale, is the leading authority for the outdoors in northeastern Pennsylvania. They carry a full line of archery accessories, hunting and reloading supplies, live bait, and a variety of fishing tackle. The White's Crossing Sports Shop is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. Call 282-4699 or log on to their website at whitescrossing.com. Finding that unique seasonal outdoor item has never been easier with help from Tom and the staff at the White's Crossing Sports Shop.
Well, archery season is underway, folks, and if you need any archery accessories, stop in and see Tom Prodzik at the White's Crossing Sports Shop. He has everything you need to make your archery season a successful one. 5:27 to play here in quarter number 1 in Carbondale at the Andrew J. Sarah Sports Complex. Susquehanna leads Carbondale 6-3, but the Chargers have the football on a 4th down play coming up, and the ball resting at about the 17-yard line of the Sabres. So a big call right here for head coach Jeff Arthur, as looks like DePalma will be the lone setback, as DePalma will take the snap. He will come to the near side to Mushow, and Mushow is looking for that end sound. There he goes, and he's got the touchdown. Well, that looks like it was right out of the John LaSavage playbook.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
9-6. Carbondale area takes the lead with 5:18 to play in quarter number 1 here in Carbondale. And that is Baylor for the extra point. No problem.
Baylor's kick is up and good.
And with 5:18 remaining in the first quarter, it is Carbondale 10 and Susquehanna 6 as we go to a break on Adams Cable High School Football.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now uses 7 wireless devices a day, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 120 megabits per second internet from Adams Cable Service. It's a speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
Providing the ultimate in professional service is a tradition at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, Carbondale. For more than 50 years, families in Carbondale and its surrounding area have used our 2 Hospital Street and 74 North Main Street locations for a traditional service, cremation or memorial services, or a service of personal preference. Contact Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated to handle every detail.
Back with more high school football in Carbondale. Week number 7, Chargers and the Sabres, and the Chargers have taken a 10-6 advantage over the Susquehanna Sabres. And from the 5-yard line on the return, this is Spencer Beamer, and he carries the football out across the 32-yard line.
Well, Baylor kicked that ball probably to about the 6 or 7 yard line, so he has a foot. There's no question.
Now that is a valuable asset for Carbondale area and head coach Jeff Arthur. And now for the Susquehanna Sabres, their offense will go to work from about the 33-yard line, first down and 10. J.J. Rosa will be a wide receiver on the top of your screen. DeLucia comes to the near side. Colton Stone with Beamer in motion. Stone back to throw, looking, firing. Oh, that pass is incomplete as DeLucia got sandwiched at the 45-yard line, and he's down.
Oh, he was helpless there. He was up in the air, and he got hit by two defenders for Carbondale.
Yeah, he was hung out to dry and took a pretty good shot at the 45-yard line. And this is something that this Susquehanna football team cannot endure, Glenn. I mean, they're shorthanded as it is. I think they only have about 19 players, and injuries are really going to be difficult to handle for head coach Kyle Cook. He's navigated his team through the season thus far, but especially a player like Jesse DeLucia.
Well, that's, he is quick. He ran the kickoff back, but he looks like he's hurt a little bit, Steve. Don't know. Hopefully there's nothing too serious. But he did get sandwiched between two players there. And good, clean, healthy football.
So he is being attended to at the 45-yard line, and hopefully he's going to be okay. And with 5:07 remaining here in quarter number 1, the Chargers lead the Sabres 10-6. And tonight, I think this is the only game really going on the schedule. We'll take a quick look as we look at. This will close out week number 7. Trail and Holy Cross played today, and Honesdale and Scranton Prep in afternoon games. As DeLucia still being attended to at the 45-yard line. Well, right now, as we look down on the field,
Steve,
he's being helped up, and he gets a round of applause here from the fans at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex. And a good sign is he's walking off the field under his own power.
Steve, we have a little bit of a replay here from the boys from Adams Cable, and when he hit, the hit I don't think hurt him, but when he came down to the ground, he hit his head pretty hard. So hopefully he'll be all right. Never want to see anybody to go out of a game like that.
And Susquehanna will go back to work, but their offense will be shorthanded right now as Jesse DeLucia, a key factor in their offense, is on the far sideline after hitting the deck pretty hard after the incompletion. And now from the 33-yard line, the Sabres will go back to work offensively as Stone will survey the Carbondale area defense. Oh, somebody moved that right tackle right there. Let's check it. Ryan Hobart, the right guard, I believe, moved a little bit early, and that will be a 5-yard penalty. Not a bad crowd on the far side of the field, though, Glenn, from Susquehanna.
Yeah, considering the travel and Saturday night where usually people do other things, but Saturday night football, something different. It's okay.
I like the 6 o'clock start.
It means you can get the recliner quicker.
Yes. Mary's keeping it warm for me. 2nd down and 15, and Brad Cottrell carries the football for the Susquehanna Sabres out across the 45-yard line. And that should give, if they mark it correctly, that will give Susquehanna a first down.
Yeah, it's a good 17-yard run.
Brad Cottrell coming into this game, 232 yards rushing. He has a touchdown, also has 4 catches for about 24 yards. New set of downs for the Sabre offense as they trail Carbondale 10-6 with 4:45 remaining in the first quarter.
Oh.
And there is a play that is shut down right at the point of attack. They tried to go up the middle against the Carbondale area defense, and they were stopped cold.
That was Fisk, I believe. Hard to 24, Fisk?
Now 24 is, let's check that out. Here we go. I've got the roster coming up here. That's Lane Fisk wearing number 24. And it looks like he might line up at the fullback spot. A bad snap from center, and Stone will keep the possession. So not a good exchange from center. Not too much damage done, as Susquehanna will keep the football at the 45-yard line. But that will result in 3rd down and 10 yards to go. And with the football resting at the 45-yard line, Susquehanna Sabres with Colton Stone, the sophomore, under center. And Stone will fake the handoff, fires downfield, and this pass is intercepted.
23.
Picked off by the Carbondale area Chargers. Johnny Orta picked it off for Carbondale, and that shuts down a Susquehanna threat. And the official will place the football at the Charger 47, and Carbondale area will have another opportunity offensively, as they have a 10-6 advantage over Susquehanna with 3:22 remaining here in the first quarter.
Seems like a long first quarter, doesn't it?
Yes, it's been a long first quarter. No doubt about it. Well, you get an injury and clock stopping here and there. Now Orta will line up as a wide receiver on the top of your screen. DePalma will be the fullback, as Musha will hand it off to the tailback, and that looks like Reams this time. Oh, no, DePalma. That was DePalma.
Tailback position that time.
Yeah, they keep moving players around, and Warmouth was in there, so he lined up that time at fullback.
Oh,
procedure penalty against the Chargers. Well, that 2001 District 2 Class A championship team, Glenn, as the officials will mark the football back to about the 42. Carbondale area had a very good running game. They had Jared Nepa at quarterback, and they went up against a Lackawanna Trail team in that District 2 championship game that was big. They had a lot of talent, and Carbondale did a magnificent job that day, winning the title. 1st down and 15 for Carbondale, and this time they'll run the football to the near side of the field.
That's DePalma.
And DePalma.
Pick up 6 yards.
So it's going to result in 2nd down and about 9 to go. Unfortunately, the following week, Carbondale area faced St. Pius, and they got off to a terrible start in that ball game. They won the coin toss, Glenn, and they elected to go with an onside kick. It was just a poorly executed kick, and St. Pius got the football at the Carbondale 40, and they immediately scored. 7 minutes into the ball game, the Chargers were down in that contest 21-0. As they give the football to the fullback, and there he goes on the far side of the field, and that is Warmouth, and he will take it all the way for a Carbondale area touchdown. Logan Warmouth.
54 yards, Steve.
And Carbondale area 16-6 over Susquehanna with 1:50 to go here in the first. Once again, Colin Baylor is on for the extra point. And this kick is good. Breaking the action here at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex as Carbondale is up 17-6 over Susquehanna on Adams Cable High School Football.
You deserve expert heating, cooling, and plumbing service. So, just call Spall. T.E. Spall & Son has been serving northeastern Pennsylvania with expert customer service for 36 years in all phases of residential and commercial heating, cooling, and plumbing. So, just call Spall for the expert service you deserve. Visit them at callspall.com. For service, remember, just call Spall. When it comes to keeping your vehicle maintained and problem-free, Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale has you covered. Call Jerry's for brake service, oil changes, state inspections, quality tires, wheel alignment, and rotation to enhance your vehicle's performance.
I'm Jerry Jablonowski. Call 282 Tire for dependable automotive service in name brand tires at Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale.
Colin Baylor will tee up the football for the Chargers as they are out to a 17-6 advantage over the Sabres of Susquehanna. Here's Baylor's kick. Boy, this is a dandy. Wow. All the way back to about the 6-yard line. And on the return, Spencer Beamer out across the 30. Beamer lowers his shoulder and drives to the 36-yard line.
Almost broke that one.
Yeah, Spencer Beamer, very exciting player. You have to give a lot of credit to head coach Kyle Cook, now in his 9th year, with a career record of 36-51, trying to navigate his team through the 2021 season with very limited numbers. They co-op with Blue Ridge, but you take into account some injuries, some COVID protocols and academics, and when you're down to 19 players, it could be very tough. But right now, Susquehanna will go to work offensively from its own 36-yard line after the return by Beamer. Stone with a long count. Rosa comes in motion. Rosa will take the pass. He turns it upfield and goes out of bounds in front of the Carbondale bench. That's his 11th catch of the year. J.J. Rosa, 5'11", 150-pound junior. And with 1:37 to play here in the first quarter, on the Call Spall scoreboard, it's Carbondale area 17 and Susquehanna 6. Boy, Glenn, you take a look down on the sideline to our right near the 30, near the 20 and the 30-yard line. You see head coach John LaSavage, his former players. You see Larry Gabriel Jr. there, who was an assistant coach. Larry was a former player back in the early 70s.
Played for Jim Miller.
Yeah, played for Jim Miller along with John LaSavage as Beamer takes the pass and drives to about the 46-yard line. Larry was a wide receiver for Carbondale area Chargers. And, of course, John LaSavage was a tailback and pound for pound probably one of the toughest runners and defenders in the Suburban Conference back in the 70s.
Yeah, Joe Weibel, fullback.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nice guy to block for you back in the day when John was running wild in Carbondale.
Well, Carbondale area Chargers won the Suburban Football Conference Championship in the early 70s. As Susquehanna will elect to run the football, and they take it out across midfield into Carbondale area territory. Brad Cottrell carrying the football. Carbondale area Chargers, the 1973 Suburban Conference champs, as they beat Crestwood 18-13. They had a Lackawanna Football Conference Division II title in 2005. And in the years between them, we have a player down for Carbondale in midfield. And Glenn, between the years 2000 and 2001, Carbondale area, those years, they had a record back-to-back of 19 wins and 6 losses over 2 seasons.
Pretty quality play that back in
they
those days.
They had some good teams.
There were some good athletes on that team, Steve, without question.
Well, players shaken up for Carbondale area. Chaz Kovaleski came to the near side of the field.
Looks all right.
And with the football inside Carbondale territory at the 49-yard line, Susquehanna Sabres will go to work offensively as they trail in this ball game 17-6. As Stone will take the pass, back to throw, looking to the near side. He's got a man wide open, and the pass is complete at the 42-yard line. That is Jesse DeLucia, who's back in the ball game.
Forced out by number 1, Devon Reams, and number 23, Jonathan Porta.
And the clock ticking down. We have 18 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and that just might be the final play of the first, a very long first quarter here in Carbondale. As the Chargers have the lead over Susquehanna by the score of 17-6 at the end of one quarter of play as we go to a break here on Adams Cable High School Football.
Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale is committed to providing professional service in residential and commercial excavating, land clearing and demolition, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Enhance your property with new paving and seal coating, mulch, or stone. For expert service on your next project, count on Nick's Excavating and Paving Carbondale. What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team at NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7.
Second quarter of play about to get underway here at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex, with the Carbondale area Chargers leading the Sabres of Susquehanna by the score of 17-6. Sabres have the football in Carbondale territory at the Charger 43-yard line. Colton Stone will get set to run the offense, as Stone will take the snap, dropping back, flushed out of the pocket, turns it upfield. He's got a lot of running room and then goes down at the 36-yard line. Well, the protection broke down, but there is a flag resting at the 45-yard line.
In the area of a hold.
Glenn, you ever notice that flag comes out after a pretty good play? It always happens.
It seems that way,
right?
It seems that way.
You really never see the flag come out after a bad play. It's usually after a good run, a long run, something exciting. And the penalty will move the football to the Sabre 44 and bring up second down and long yardage. Well, very productive first quarter of play for the Chargers. As Susquehanna now will drop back Stone. Stone will scramble and lowers the shoulder and goes out to near the 47-yard line. This Carbondale area defense, Glenn, giving up about 24 points a game, but they've been getting better every week.
Well, Steve, we have to understand, and I'm sure you do, but the fact that no playing last year, everybody was like it was like a new team coming in under a new head coach. Has a little different way to approach the game, and you got to learn the system. And they've been getting better week after week.
Sure, they've been improving with every game, and here they will set their defense against this Susquehanna offense that will face third down and about 15 yards to go. And now we have a whistle and a timeout called by the Sabres, and we'll keep it right here.
Timeout, Sabres.
Well, thinking back to that Class A championship game in 2001, as the Chargers defeated Lackawanna Trail 14-13 at Lackawanna County Stadium. They went up against a Trail team that had a line, Glenn, that averaged about 240 pounds, and they had a 218-pound tailback and a very athletic quarterback. And what's ironic about that football game was the previous 4 times Carbondale and Trail played, the Lions defeated the Chargers by a margin of 131-27, including a 41-8 defeat in the district final the previous year. But Carbondale area that year was able to pull the upset against Trail, and they celebrate that championship team here tonight in the Pioneer City.
It was nice to see. Well, I didn't get a chance to meet them, but I had them all in school back in those days, and you're right, Steve. There were some good athletes and good students, too.
Yeah, that's the key. They moved on to be, a lot of them moved on to be quite successful. It's third down and about 14 yards to go for the Sabres as Stone will hand it off to the tailback. He goes across midfield, and that is Cottrell carrying the football. He'll be short of the first down. DePalma came up to make the tackle for the Carbondale area defense. Now, here's a big call for Kyle Cook of Susquehanna.
Well, I'll tell you, their running game is they're getting some big chunks of yards in their running game. So Carbondale's got to be aware of what's going on out there.
Well, the football is resting at about the 42-yard line of Carbondale as the Sabres will talk it over. They trail the Chargers 17-6 here with 9:45 remaining in first half action on the Call Spall scoreboard. And the punting situation for Spencer Beamer. He will boot it to the far side of the field. It's going to get a Sabre roll inside the 5-yard line.
Susquehanna punt by number 7, Spencer Beamer.
That was just a great punt, and that will pin Carbondale deep in its own territory.
Got to grind it out at first and then get some room so you can operate.
And the Chargers will go back on offense. They average about 21.5 points a ball game. Well, a lot of things going on, Glenn. Baseball playoffs, college football. Boy, great time of the year, isn't it?
Oh, it is. And you know, the NBA's playing their exhibition games already. It's amazing.
Wow. Time waits for no one as Mushow will pitch out the football. And the
fumble
ball is loose. It's up for grabs. Susquehanna will fall on it. Beamer has it near the goal line. Beamer recovers the loose football at about the 1-yard line for the Sabres.
Chargers fumble on first down. Ball recovered by Spencer Beamer. It's only first and
That
goal.
is huge for the Susquehanna offense right here. They have an opportunity to get back on the scoreboard.
Couldn't see who fumbled that ball, Steve.
Here's a chance for the Sabres. This Carbondale area defense is going to have to dig in right here. Sam Callahan will line up as the fullback. Brad Cottrell will be in the backfield. And DeLucia will be in there in the power I formation when play resumes. Now this is what Kyle Cook has been going to, moving DeLucia to the tailback spot in the power I, and here it comes. And DeLucia will carry the football and takes it into the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown.
It's going to be a touchdown, Sabres.
So the Sabres score with 9:13 remaining, and it is 17-12 as they answer against the Charger defense and capitalize on the Carbondale miscue. Glenn, it's ironic when these two teams get together, there's usually a lot of scoring. And here tonight, once again, it's another high-scoring affair.
Looking to go for 2.
Stone dropping back, rushes on. He's in trouble and takes the sack. Good job by Carbondale area, as Logan Warmoth led the way defensively. And with 9:13 to play in the first half, Carbondale hangs on to a 17-12 lead on Adams Cable High School football. Your local Napa dealer, Carbondale Auto Parts, has been serving the area for over 38 years with quality automotive replacement parts, tools, and accessories. Experience the Napa know-how difference with great service you've come to know and trust from the staff at Carbondale Auto Parts. Your Napa know-how folks.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
When you need collision repair, turn to the professionals at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center to restore your vehicle back to its original condition. For over 34 years, Beston's has been providing full-service collision repair with exceptional customer service. At Beston's, their motto is, every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. Beston's Collision Center in Carbondale, the trusted name in collision repair in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Welcome back to the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex in Carbondale as the Sabres capitalize on a Carbondale fumble. Stone will kick it off to the Carbondale area Chargers, and from about the 25-yard line, Carbondale on the return as they take the football out across the 35-yard line.
That was Reams.
Reams on the return for the Chargers to give Carbondale area pretty good field position. So with Carbondale up 17-12, here with 8:55 remaining in the first half, Chargers will go back to work offensively.
I think they got back to their running game a little bit, Steve. It was successful in the first quarter. They try to get back to grinding it out, winning the battle up front and the line.
Muchow will hand it off, and this running play goes nowhere. As they tried to take it off left tackle, looks like Reams on the carry.
Reams' first down carry.
That will bring up second down and long yardage for Carbondale area.
Looked like number 51 in the stop, Colin Smith.
Carbondale will break the huddle. Darrell Bennett will be a wide out on the near side, along with Johnny Orta, as Muchow will have the I formation in the backfield, and everybody moved that time on the line and in the backfield for the Chargers.
Looked like a very good choreographed dance.
But this might go against the Sabres.
Yeah.
This will be a penalty against Susqehanna. 5-yarder. Bring up second down and 5 for Carbondale.
Penalty called on the Sabres. It's going to be second and 5 for the Chargers.
And the clock will start as we near 8 minutes left in the first half. Chase Arthur will lead Carbondale area to the line of scrimmage. As Muchow will come up under center and survey the Susquehanna defense. Mushow off play action, back to throw, gets the pass out to the 45-yard line, and out near midfield is DePalma. That's good for a Charger first down
good for
to
12
sustain
yards.
the drive.
Get the ball moving, keep the ball going here. They mix up their running and passing, run some time off the clock, and try to punch one in.
Carbondale in Susquehanna territory, just inside the midfield stripe. Mushow with the I formation in the backfield. I'll hand it off to Reams, and Reams lowers his shoulder and drives inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. Devon Reams, boy, that's a good 1-2 combination in the backfield with DePalma.
About 5 for the Chargers, right around midfield.
Second down play coming up, second down and about 4.
Oh,
That just didn't look good from the start.
No, not at all.
So this will cost Carbondale 5 yards.
So, yeah, see a simple 5-yard penalty like that.
Changes the dynamic
Yeah,
of everything.
sure it does. It messes up everything. Now you're second and 10 rather than second and 5.
Well, you had some good momentum going,
yep.
and you lost it. Bennett and Orta will be wideouts on the top of your screen as Mushow will face second down, and Carbondale area continuing to run the football, but Susquehanna doing a good job defensively. They've got some size across that defensive line. Glenn Garrett Cordner is at 205 pounds at left tackle. At nose guard, Colin Smith, he's 235, and John Michael Phillips at right tackle, he is 270 pounds. So if you're going to run up the middle, you're going to find the going very, very tough.
It's all the quickness. If you can block, you get a little bit of a block. Carbondale's quick enough to get into that line, with DePalma and Reams for sure.
From the 46-yard line, Carbondale area, facing third down and 7 yards to go. They'll hand it off to the last man through the line, and he's got the first down.
Wait, that's one heck of an effort.
DePalma on the carry, and Carbondale will sustain the drive with the first down. So Carbondale area doing a good job moving the football.
38.
Give Glenn a little bit of light. How about that? I just realized I brought something for Glenn so he could see here in the press box, because we work with the lights out due to glare on the windows. And I hope it works for you here, Glenn. We try to navigate that as best we could. And Carbondale will continue to grind it out and taking a lot of time off the clock here in this first half. And Carbondale will be set to work from the Susquehanna 35-yard line. Mushow will hand it off to the last man through, and there he goes, and that is DePalma for the touchdown from 35 yards out. Well, DePalma took it upon himself to go right up the middle, and it paid dividends. And it's 23-12. Well, Jeff Arthur said early in the year, we are going to run the football. We're a running team. And that's what they do well, as Baylor attempts the extra point and splits the uprights. Chargers are out to a 24-12 advantage over Susquehanna here on Adams Cable High School Football.
Looking for the right flooring for your home, lifestyle, and budget? Visit Tom's Floor Shop and Childs for the latest advancements in flooring to enhance the rooms in your home. The experts at Tom's Floor Shop are there to help you style your home in contemporary elegance and classic beauty with a wide variety of name brand carpeting, hardwood, vinyl, and professional installation. All roads lead to where great floors begin at Tom's Floor Shop, Exit 6 off the Casey Highway in Childs. The White's Crossing Sports Shop, Canaan Street in Carbondale, is the leading authority for the outdoors in northeastern Pennsylvania. They carry a full line of archery accessories, hunting and reloading supplies, live bait, and a variety of fishing tackle. The White's Crossing Sports Shop is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. Call 282-4699 or log on to their website at whitescrossing.com. Finding that unique seasonal outdoor item has never been easier with help from Tom and the staff at the White's Crossing Sports Shop.
Well, it's a great time of the year if you are an outdoorsman. Archery season in full swing. Get all of the supplies you need to make it a successful archery season at the White's Crossing Sports Shop. 24-12, Carbondale leads Susquehanna as Vincent DePalma just scored on a 35-yard touchdown run. Colin Baylor tacked on the extra point. Now the Chargers will kick off to the Susquehanna Sabres as 3 are deep for Susquehanna. Line drive kick, bouncing around, and at about the 22-yard line, Susquehanna will return the football as they take it out to the 37. DeLucia on the return, and Susquehanna has its work cut out for it now as they trail 24-12 with 4.5 minutes to play in the first half on the Call Spall scoreboard. Well, right here, Glenn, you don't want a 3 and out and give Carbondale area another opportunity to score because they do have some momentum going. If you're Susquehanna, you want to put together some back-to-back first downs and try to come away from this possession with points.
And if you don't get any points, Carbondale doesn't get any either, which is big.
Susquehanna will run the football and just get maybe about a yard as they tried to go off right tackle.
That was Cottrell for a 2-yard gain. Hard to see the numbers over there, Steve.
Second down, 8 yards to go for Susquehanna as Spencer Beamer will be wide on the near side as Stone will step up under center. Stone will take the snap. Plenty of time looking downfield, and he's going long on that far side, and it's incomplete.
He made that catch. That would have been...
That was DeLucia at the 20-yard line, could not come up with it.
Just slightly underthrown. I mean, if he led him, that was as a score, that would have been one of the nicest passes for a touchdown I've seen in a while.
Tell you what, Stone has quite an arm as he put that football almost right on the money. And the incompletion will stop the clock with 3:38 remaining in first half action. Well, here we go, Glenn. We're getting to that time of the year where you're starting to look ahead to possible playoffs coming up for many teams. 3rd down and 8 as this running play will be shut down in the backfield. Carbondale area with a good job defensively as DePalma was right there, and Dan Battle also in the vicinity.
And that was number 8 for the Sabres.
Get the light out. Give you a little light there, man.
There we go. Cameron Sheffer.
Now a punting situation now for Susquehanna. as they will go 3 and out. And a flag now on the play.
The official's looking towards the referee. Now, is he looking towards the referee because it's on Susquehanna? Yep.
Penalty on the plays and back Susquehanna up to 4 yards. Stay out.
Five-yard penalty against the Sabres, and that will move the football to the 34-yard line. And Beamer now from inside his 20. Good snap from center, rushes on. Beamer gets away a line drive kick. It bounces near midfield and rolls out of bounds near, let's check the spot. It will be out of bounds near midfield.
I'll tell you, Beamer put an act on out there. It didn't fool the referee.
Hey, it's worth a try.
Hey, why not?
If it works.
You see guys take dives in the pros and in college.
Yeah, they flop in basketball, right? Carbondale will get the football at midfield with 2:41 remaining in the first half, leading 24-12 over Susquehanna.
If Carbondale could push one in here, it'd be big momentum builder going in at halftime.
Now, if you're Susquehanna, defensively, you don't want to give up a big play. Want to try to stay within striking distance against this Charger team.
And Carbondale wants to run the clock yet and try to get another score, so they got to mix it up a little bit here.
From midfield, Carbondale area will go to work. First down and 10. Mushaw with the rush on, fires downfield. He's got a man open at the 32, and that is Warmouth for the touchdown. A 50-yard touchdown from Guy Mushaw to Logan Warmouth. And it's 30-12 Carbondale.
Sorry, my mistake. Number 43, Logan Warmouth.
Logan Warmouth has a catch of 54 for a touchdown and now a catch for 50 for a touchdown. Pretty good month's work here in one quarter.
Well, Warmouth was wide open along the near sideline. And now Colin Baylor is on for the extra point. And Carbondale area now has a 31-12 lead over the Susquehanna Sabres on Adams Cable High School football.
Providing the ultimate in professional service is a tradition at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, Carbondale. For more than 50 years, families in Carbondale and its surrounding area have used our 2 Hospital Street and 74 North Main Street locations for a traditional service, cremation or memorial services, or a service of personal preference. Contact Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated to handle every detail.
Welcome back to the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex in Carbondale. As the Carbondale area Chargers strike again on a 50-yard touchdown pass from Guy Mushaw to Logan Warmouth. And with 2.5 minutes left in first half action, the Chargers lead the Sabres 31-12. Carbondale area will tee it up and kick off to the Susquehanna Sabres. And Colin Baylor will do the honors for the Chargers. And this line drive kick bouncing at about the 22-yard line and a flag on the play.
It's offside, Carbondale.
Well, Carbondale will be forced to do it all over again as they...
I would like to see Baylor kick one instead of trying to kick the line drive. Because obviously you don't want Delusa to get it, but because he can run another one back. I would like to see how far he can really kick the ball.
Well, he's a soccer player from Forest City, and he is good.
This is one of the best finds Jeff Arthur has in his first year.
Yeah, and you have to wonder what might have been if they had him a little earlier in the year.
That's for sure.
as they move it back 5. This time he will kick off, and from about the 26-yard line on the return, it's the
not a good
Sabres,
move.
and this will go nowhere.
You can't stop in the middle of the field and try to change direction because those guys are coming at you full speed, and they're going to catch you really quickly.
That was Isaiah Valentin. Yeah, once you put the brakes on, you're in trouble. Yeah, it looks like they might want a new football. And they will spot it at the 20-yard line. And that's where the Sabres will have possession of the football with 2:21 remaining in first half action. Spencer Beamer will be a wide receiver on the near side as Stone will work out of the shotgun. Stone with time. Protection breaks down, flushed out of the pocket, fires a pass on the far side, and his intended receiver, fell down.
Stone's pass goes incomplete, and we have 2nd and 10. Around 2 minutes left in the half.
Second down play coming up. Carbondale Band will entertain at halftime for the fans here at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex. Once again, Beamer and Rosa will be split to the near side of the field as Stone will await the snap. I thought the rush was coming, and now a whistle. Things getting a little bit sloppy right now, Glenn.
No, that's coming from the umpire, so he's looking at certainly at the offensive line, so it must have been 5-yard penalty against Susquehanna. Now that's their 6th penalty for 40 yards.
Now that will move the football back to the 15-yard line and bring up 2nd down and 15. As Stone is under pressure and is taken down. What a great defensive play right there, and that's number 99 once again for the Chargers. Chaz Kovaleski flushed him out of the pocket and made the tackle.
Well, he came out of the game. He looks like he's all right. Nice tackle.
Now we have a timeout on the field, and we'll remind you we have one more broadcast coming up, the final home game of the year for Carbondale area when they will take on Mid-Valley in a couple of weeks. We'll have that game for you here on Adams Cable, Channel 107. Well, you think back to all of the great games that were played between these two teams and the head coaches.
Yeah, you go back to John LaSavage, you go back further, you go back to excuse me,
Jim Miller,
and in between there you go to Leo Skrupa. Remember going up with Leo, needed someone to go up to Susquehanna to exchange films with Dick Bagnall. That was a great trip when we got late in the year.
Well, Dick Bagnall, of course, the legendary head coach at Susquehanna. He had a career record of 169, 129, and 3. His teams won Suburban Conference titles in 1975, 81, 82, and 1995, and a District 212 championship in 1994 and 1995. He's a coaching legend in the Susquehanna area, as this running play is stopped cold at the line of scrimmage by the Charger defense. So that is going to bring up 4th down, and we'll have another timeout on the field. Well, Dick Bagnall had spent 28 years as head coach of Susquehanna. One time, Glenn, he retired, and then he came back to actually get the program going. They were in the midst of a losing streak and low numbers, and he got the program back on track. And
he was a very good coach, Steve.
Very knowledgeable coach.
Sure, and you know the thing about him, and a real gentleman.
Absolutely. Well, back in 1995, when you think about Carbondale and Susquehanna, Chargers and Susquehanna played to a double overtime game. It was 49-48 back in 1995. And Jason Reed, that was the night he scored 7 touchdowns.
Wow.
I remember that game vividly, Glenn, here in town. It was, and here comes the flag. The last couple of minutes of this first half, it seems like it's taking about 30 minutes.
Fourth, about 11 for the Sabres.
So a penalty against the Chargers, and Beamer will be punting from his own 5-yard line. This should give Carbondale area good field position, as Beamer will get away a line drive punt that will roll near midfield into Charger territory, and then dies at the 43-yard line of Carbondale area. So Beamer did a good job. DePalma got away from the football, but Chargers with 1:45 remaining, and they lead this football game 30-12 on the Call Spall scoreboard. They'll get another opportunity offensively. Well, here come the Chargers out of the huddle. Warmoth will line up on the near side, along with Darrell Bennett. Musha will hand it off. They go with a reverse, and they hand it off to Bennett. Bennett going around the far side and gets a couple of yards on the play.
Well, there's
Play goes to number 2, Darrell Bennett.
the defensive end back there, Steve. He stayed home and he just waited for it. Bennett actually got more than I expected him to get, close to 5 yards on that play.
Second down coming up as Bennett ran out of bounds on the far side of the field. He's a sophomore, 5'8", 140 pounds. Second down and 7 for the Carbondale offense. From the Charger 47. And the snap goes to DePalma. And DePalma still on his feet, driving near the 45 of Susquehanna. Carbondale will sustain the drive with another first down. Glenn will break all that down for you coming up.
Thought he got out of bounds then. I guess not.
Yeah, looked like he did, but and I thought I saw the signal, but the clock is running as we have 1:12 left in the first half, and Carbondale leading this ball game 30-12. And another opportunity right here as Musha will dump off the pass to Reams.
Oh,
and Reams,
that's a face mask if I ever saw one.
Clock will be stopped with 53 seconds remaining. Well, Glenn, you saw the face mask, but I didn't see the flag.
Well, you know,
sometimes
when you look at it from here, you can see the official was down the field,
right,
and the hand came in from the left side. It looked like a face mask to me. Wow, because the head snapped quick.
That's usually a sign. We have a player down at the 41-yard line for Susquehanna once again. Well, Glenn, teams like Susquehanna and Montrose with low numbers, they struggle from week to week.
Yeah,
trying
it's
to keep
tough.
players on the field.
It's tough. And the word, I was talking to someone from Susquehanna, I don't or knew of Susquehanna's problems. They said that if they didn't have some people from Blue Ridge,
right? If
they would not be able to
I talked
field
with
the team.
Sure, I talked with head coach Kyle Cook before the Lakeland game.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's where it was.
Before the Lakeland game, and I said, how many players do you have from Blue Ridge? And, he felt that, possibly almost half of his players, or just under half, come from the Blue Ridge area. And without them, it's quite possible they would not be able to field a team. So they keep things going with the co-op program.
The co-op program, when Carbondale was with Forest City the first time, it was fine. They had some good athletes come down to play. But when they changed the parameters of the divisions,
it could put you in a different classification.
And it would have if they stayed with Forest City. Now that they changed it, whether Forest City is with us or not, it's not going to matter anymore because they just can't. They won't go into a higher bracket.
That is Spencer Beamer being helped off the field.
He's coming over this way too. That's not good.
So this is not looking good for Susquehanna. Spencer Beamer, 5'11", 165 pounds, and a senior, is being helped to the cart on the near side of the field.
Looks like a knee, Steve, the way they're trying to move him into that cart. That's not good. Don't like to see that at all.
So hopefully it is not a serious injury, but he will be attended to. And Carbondale area with 51 seconds left. Mushow out of the gun. Pump fake looking downfield. And in coverage, the pass is incomplete near the 17-yard line. Reams, the intended receiver.
Third and 10, 43 seconds left in the half.
Well, Glenn, as a sign of good sportsmanship, I saw Paul Salvatore of Carbondale area go over and wish Spencer Beamer well, gave him a little pat on the shoulder. So that is that's good to see.
Yeah, good sportsman, certainly. Again, as you say, you don't want to see anybody get hurt at all, especially Susquehanna in the situation they're in with the low numbers that they have, and one of their premier players, too.
Spencer Beamer being taken out of the stadium on the cart.
I'm sure he's going down into the locker room.
So
yeah.
Fourth down play coming up for Carbondale. And a punting situation. This punt will bounce and roll out of bounds near the 15-yard line. With 30 seconds left in a very long first half of football, and the Chargers leading 30-12 on the Call Spall scoreboard. Yeah, this has been a very long first half. With the football resting at the Susquehanna 16-yard line and 30 seconds left, I don't think you're going to see anything too fancy right here from Susquehanna as they trail 30-12. The last thing you would want to do is turn the football over deep in your own territory. Stone will give it up. He will hand it off. A flag is down on the play as the Sabres try to run it around the far side of the field. That was Cottrell, I believe, on the carry.
Holding? I don't. There's another motion in there. I don't know. Like holding?
No, I think it was that a personal foul. According to our PA announcer.
Yep, could be. Half the distance, could be.
So that will move the football inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So Susquehanna loses Spencer Beamer with an injury. And now with 21 seconds left, first down and about 20 yards to go. Sabres work from their own 8-yard line. They'll just take a knee and head to the locker room. Well, Carbondale area got out to a 3-0 lead. Susquehanna came back. They answered, putting 6 points on the scoreboard. And then it was back and forth a little bit, but Carbondale turned it on, and they played a great first half of football, and they lead going into halftime by the score of 30-12. As we go to a break here on Adams Cable High School Football.
You deserve expert heating, cooling, and plumbing service. So, just call Spall. T.E. Spall & Son has been serving northeastern Pennsylvania with expert customer service for 36 years in all phases of residential and commercial heating, cooling, and plumbing. So, just call Spall for the expert service you deserve. Visit them at callspall.com. For service, remember, just call Spall. When it comes to keeping your vehicle maintained and problem-free, Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale has you covered. Call Jerry's for brake service, oil changes, state inspections, quality tires, wheel alignment, and rotation to enhance your vehicle's performance.
I'm Jerry Jablanowski. Call 282 Tire for dependable automotive service in name brand tires at Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale.
And Colin Baylor will get set to kick off for the Chargers. And to our deep for the Susquehanna Sabres. This line drive kick will bounce, and at the 15-yard line on the return for Susquehanna, they carry the football out to the 39-yard line. And that was Isaiah Valentin wearing number 1 on the return. And Susquehanna will go to work with the football, first down and 10 from that point. Well, for the Sabres, they are really going to be behind the 8 ball right here going into third quarter action, as they lost the services of Spencer Beamer in that first half. He's one of the keys to their offense and defense. So we'll see how things play out as Colton Stone will hand it off, and this ball was loose, but the whistle had already blown. As
I like the hustle out of the Carbondale, though. They didn't quit.
Well, you play until you hear the whistle, Glenn, and that's a sign of a well-coached football team. No gain on that last play. Second down and about 10 for the Susquehanna Sabres. As sophomore quarterback Colton Stone will get set to run the offense. Split backfield behind Stone. Stone will hand it off, and around the far side, that's a pretty good run for first down yardage by the Susquehanna Sabres. Brad Cottrell getting the call, and he's been a workhorse for Susquehanna this year, coming out of the fullback spot. Last week in the win, he set everything up, pounding the football up the middle, and then DeLucia was able to come out of that tailback spot. Now with the football at the 30-yard line of Carbondale, and Susquehanna trailing 31-12. New set of downs for the Sabres. And Cottrell will go off right tackle for a short gain on the play, where he's wrapped up there by the Charger defense. Second down play coming up. Second and about 8 yards to go as we have just about 2 minutes gone by here in third quarter action. Stone surveys the Carbondale defense. And he will hand off the football. And the Carbondale defense is right there to shut down this play at the point of attack.
That's Cottrell again.
Cottrell once again.
Sabres with another run up the middle. It's hard to see why they carry there.
Third down and long for the Susquehanna Sabres offense. Deep in charge of territory at about the 28-yard line. And Stone will drop back. Pass on the far side of the field. Incomplete. It will result in fourth down coming up. Well, big call right here for head coach Kyle Cook. It's fourth down. You're deep in Carbondale territory, so you have to go for it right here.
They need a first down.
Stone back to throw. Stone looking far side of the field, and
good.
If anything, they will pick up the first down. It looked like, was that Cottrell?
No, number two.
Rosa.
Rosa, yep.
J.J. Rosa, a wide receiver for Susquehanna, hauls in the pass, and that will sustain the drive for the Sabres of Susquehanna. Nearing the 8-minute mark remaining in the third quarter, and a new set of downs for the Sabres. From about the 18-yard line, Stone steps up in the pocket and fires the pass. Incomplete.
Stone's pass falls incomplete.
Trying to go underneath the coverage and a lot of traffic.
Yeah, look like he could have took that ball another 5 yards down the field easily.
He might have been able to keep that ball and pick up some more yardage, but he elected to throw. And the incompletion will stop the clock with 8:31 remaining in the third quarter, and Carbondale leading 31-12. Second down coming up for Susquehanna, 2nd and 10. Stone back in the pocket with time, sees the opening. This time he'll run and then is drilled after a short gain on the play.
Second down, Stone keeps it.
That was Chaz Kovaleski, wearing number 99, coming up to make the tackle.
Order for the Chargers. 3rd and 8.
After the short gain, third down coming up for the Sabres. With an opportunity in Carbondale territory. Stone back in the pocket. Rushes on. Stone steps up, fires, and this ball is intercepted by Carbondale area. What a job by
One-handed
Reeves.
interception.
And a flag on the play.
That's the second one-handed interception today.
What a great job by Devon Reeves. One-handed grab for the interception. Flag came
Personal foul, Carbondale.
Personal foul against the Chargers.
Well, the ball was intercepted near the 3, so that would just be half the distance to the goal, right, Glenn?
Well, I'm assuming that Carbondale has the ball. Yep. Maybe personal foul, maybe. I don't know what the call would be. Maybe some extracurricular activity out there.
Could have been.
Maybe some celebration that was unnecessary. I don't know what it was.
Well, Carbondale right now will operate from about its own 1-yard line as Guy Muschow will set the line of scrimmage. Muschow will look to hand it off, and Carbondale will go with the running attack as they take the football out across the 5-yard line.
Look to go to number 18,
Vincent DePalma
5 yards.
getting the call for the Chargers offense. Takes it out to about the 7. Second down coming up for Carbondale. 2nd and about 5. Third quarter moving along at a much quicker pace than the entire first half, with Carbondale leading by the score of 31-12. Chargers will try to run this football, and Susquehanna denies them any yardage.
There was no hope on that play. There was penetration from the left side of the defensive line for Susquehanna, and they probably lost 2 yards on that.
Cameron Sheffer in the ball game. He was right there on that last play. And the Chargers now facing 3rd down and a long 6 yards to go from just outside their own 5-yard line. Man comes in motion. Muschow will hand it off. And they are going to pick up a first down and much more. It looks like DePalma with the football across midfield. DePalma in a foot race. They are not going to get him, and he will take it all the way for the touchdown.
What do we got there? 90, 95? Does it look like 95, Steve?
Yeah, right around he was around the 5-yard line.
Yeah, 95-yard run.
Well, DePalma with a big play.
Here's a flag on the play.
Oh, gosh.
Face mask. Okay. Wow. Great run. He ran away from Susquehanna that time. Plus 95.
By Vincent DePalma with 5-yard face mask on the
So DePalma scores for Carbondale. And it's 37-12. Now Colin Baylor having a very busy night for the Carbondale area Chargers. He's only a sophomore. Soccer player from Forest City for the point after. And he's got it. As we go to a break with 5:51 to play, 3rd quarter on the Call Spall scoreboard. Carbondale is out in front, 38-12, here on Adams Cable High School Football.
5:51 to go.
Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale is committed to providing professional service in residential and commercial excavating, land clearing and demolition, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Enhance your property with new paving and seal coating, mulch, or stone. For expert service on your next project, count on Nick's Excavating and Paving Carbondale. What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team at NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS, Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7.
(38-12) your score. Carbondale area, your leader against the Susquehanna Sabres with 5:51 to play 3rd quarter. On the kickoff, DeLucia has some running room, and DeLucia is across midfield, still on his feet, won't go down, and then is tripped up at the 40-yard line of Carbondale area.
Great. That's a second great run back. First half went for a touchdown.
Well, one thing about this Susquehanna football team, Glenn, they're well coached, but they're very low on numbers, but they play hard and they don't give up.
Well, they certainly
And you have to
don't.
be impressed with
Yes,
that.
Absolutely.
So Carbondale comes up with a big play by Vincent DePalma, going about 95 yards for the touchdown. Baylor added the extra point. It's 38-12. Susquehanna now in Carbondale territory at the 40. And a first down. Stone with a split backfield will fire the pass out to DeLucia. And he draws a crowd at the 38-yard line. The ball is loose as Reams whacked him. Players battle for it, but I believe Susquehanna will maintain possession.
It was a completed. Well, actually, that pass was thrown behind him. So
well, if it's behind the line of scrimmage, it's a lateral, and it's a live football.
It appeared to me that it was. He caught the ball, but.
So the clock will begin to run as we near 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Now DeLucia lost his helmet, so he is out of the game for this play. As the Sabres will work from the Carbondale 40. Stone out of the shotgun will hand it off, and Cottrell will carry the football to the 38 as he goes off right tackle.
Number 7 Malachi there is also checking the game for the Chargers.
Well, as the Sabres talk it over in the huddle, football is resting at about the 37-yard line. They'll have a couple of wideouts on the top of your screen as Stone will work out of the shotgun formation. Stone takes the snap, and the rush is on. He fires a pass near side of the field. It is incomplete. It was intended for Carson Williams, wearing number 32. Well, this year, Susquehanna averaging about 18 points offensively, giving up about 25 a ball game. They're faced with a fourth down and about 9 yards to go.
Well, you look at the numbers there, Steve. Boy, it's got to be a difficult situation. But you got to adapt to how you practice.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation. Rosa is a wideout in the slot. Stone will take the snap.
It's open.
Getting good protection. Pump fake. Puts it up for grabs. He's got a man open in the end zone, and it is a touchdown.
Wow, great pass, great catch.
It's Rosa, I believe, on the touchdown. Let's wait for the player to get up. I believe that's Rosa, but he's down on the field after the touchdown.
Boy, he laid that up nice. Boy, 40 yards, ran right underneath it.
It's 38-18, and another injury. So Rosa will come out of the ball game as the Sabres answer 38-18. You talk about a team that shows a lot of character. It's the Susquehanna Sabres. And with 3:59 remaining, they're going to try for two. And they hand the football off, and Carbondale denies Susquehanna the two-point conversion as Cottrell is tackled immediately. With 3:59 remaining here in third quarter action, it's Carbondale 38 and Susquehanna 18 on Adams Cable High School Football. Your local Napa dealer, Carbondale Auto Parts, has been serving the area for over 38 years with quality automotive replacement parts, tools, and accessories. Experience the Napa know-how difference with great service you've come to know and trust from the staff at Carbondale Auto Parts. Your Napa know-how folks.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
When you need collision repair, turn to the professionals at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center to restore your vehicle back to its original condition. For over 34 years, Beston's has been providing full-service collision repair with exceptional customer service. At Beston's, their motto is, every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. Beston's Collision Center in Carbondale, the trusted name in collision repair in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Back at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex in Carbondale, with 3:59 remaining in the third quarter, Susquehanna answers as Colton Stone hooks up with J.J. Rosa on a touchdown pass from midfield. And now the Susquehanna Sabres will kick off to the Chargers as 3 are deep for Carbondale area. 38-18 your score. And from the 15-yard line on the return, here is Devon Reams on the return, and it's a pretty good one out across the 40-yard line.
Good run.
Well, Carbondale area will have great field position as they start this drive. Well, we've seen a little bit of everything from Carbondale tonight. Pretty good defense. Their offense put the ball in the air. They've run the football effectively. And now they will go to work on this possession at their own 43, first down and 10.
I like their progression of being better and better every game.
Ushaw with the I formation in the backfield, and they hand it off, and here comes DePalma again to the near side at the 30. He's at the 20 and dragged down at the 10-yard line. Well, Vincent DePalma
45
has been the man here tonight for Carbondale area coming out of the backfield. Glenn, the more he carries the football, it seems like the better he gets.
50-yard run.
As he takes it to the 10.
And he's running away from the Susquehanna defenders too, Steve. He's getting that one step, and he's at full speed.
From the 10-yard line, Warmouth will dot the I formation. Reams takes the handoff, and Reams drives inside close to the goal line. I think he took it down to about the 1, and that's where the officials will spot the football. Carbondale offensive line doing a good job now across the front with Kovaleski, Misko, Arthur, Tierney, and company. Now the official spot will be back at the 3-yard line. As we near 2.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, and Carbondale leading 38-18. Chase Arthur will lead the Chargers to the line of scrimmage. Mushow will come up under center. Ushaw hands it off to Reams, and Reams will take it into the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown. 44-18, Carbondale. Well, you talk about running on all cylinders. Carbondale Carbondale is a V8 as Baylor tacks on the extra point. With 2:08 left in third quarter action.
Looking for the right flooring for your home, lifestyle, and budget? Visit Tom's Floor Shop in Childs for the latest advancements in flooring to enhance the rooms in your home. The experts at Tom's Floor Shop are there to help you style your home in contemporary elegance and classic beauty with a wide variety of name brand carpeting, hardwood, vinyl, and professional installation. All roads lead to where great floors begin at Tom's Floor Shop, exit 6 off the Casey Highway in Childs.
Welcome back to the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex, where Carbondale has scored once again, and on the Call Spall scoreboard, they lead Susquehanna by the score of 45-18. They'll tee it up and kick off to the Sabres.
The first half seemed like it went forever, Steve, and there's nothing stopping anybody on defense now. We have a wide open game.
Baylor's kickoff, line drive shot at the 26-yard line on the return. Looks like, I believe that is, let's wait for the number. That's Colin Smith, I believe. He is a 5'11", 235-pound senior, one of the upbacks in that formation. And he gives Susquehanna excellent field position. As the, let's check now. We may have to, is there a flag? I see some pointing.
There is a flag, yep. Yeah, that's a shame. Susquehanna holding.
It's going to be a hold against the Sabres. Back them up 10 yards from the stop. Inside their own 30.
Now that's a shame. You get a good return and great field position. And now you'll start from your own 30-yard line. Susquehanna now will go to work with 1:55 to play in the third quarter. As Stone will work out of the shotgun. Stone will go with a quick handoff, and Cottrell will run the football across the 35-yard line, where he is taken down there by the Charger defense.
Well, he's having a nice game for himself.
Well, he's been a workhorse for Kyle Cook this year. Susquehanna facing second down and short yardage. Stone will give it back to Cottrell, and he will get the first down. Good run.
Yep, a good hard 10-yard run.
With the football spotted at the 47-yard line. New set of downs for the Sabre offense with under 1 minute remaining in the third quarter of play. And the Sabres trailing the Chargers 45-18. Susquehanna needs a quick strike as they are near midfield. Stone with a quick handoff. Cottrell once again goes off right tackle and draws a crowd. Host of blue shirts from Carbondale in on the tackle. And that could be the final play of quarter number 3. As the clock continues to run, and we are at 22 seconds left. And the Sabres now will just take their time in the huddle, and that will bring an end to third quarter action here in Carbondale at the Andrew J. Sarah Sports Complex, with Carbondale leading Susquehanna 45-18 on Adams Cable High School football.
The White's Crossing Sports Shop, Canaan Street in Carbondale, is the leading authority for the outdoors in northeastern Pennsylvania. They carry a full line of archery accessories, hunting and reloading supplies, live bait, and a variety of fishing tackle. The White's Crossing Sports Shop is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. Call 282-4699 or log on to their website at whitescrossing.com. Finding that unique seasonal outdoor item has never been easier with help from Tom and the staff at the White's Crossing Sports Shop.
Well, folks, remember archery season is in full swing, and all of the accessories you need you can find at the White's Crossing Sports Shop. Stop in and see Tom Prodzik for everything you need to make it a successful archery season at the White's Crossing Sports Shop. Alongside Glenn Muskowski. Glenn, I went to a break just a little bit too quick there because Susquehanna fired a pass toward the end zone.
53-yard pass completion. I couldn't see who it was. I thought the time ran out on them.
Well, clock was winding down. We had under 10 seconds left. They got to the line of scrimmage quickly. I went to a break, and Susquehanna now has the football at about the Carbondale 2-yard line to start the fourth quarter of play.
Maybe Carbondale got faked out on that play also, assuming that the clock was going to run out.
So the Susquehanna Sabres now will have an opportunity to get a score right here as they have the football deep in Charger territory. They'll work from about the 3-yard line.
Start the fourth quarter, so Susquehanna first down. That looks like the 2 or the 3-yard line.
So here they come to the line of scrimmage. And Stone with the I formation, and they will give it to Cottrell, I believe, and he will be shut down at the line of scrimmage. Good job defensively. That was Warmouth coming in to lead the way defensively for the Chargers. Well, Susquehanna will have some work to do if they hope to punch it in against this big Charger defensive line. Second down coming up for Susquehanna. Stone up under center. He'll give it to Cottrell once again. He goes off left tackle and is denied the end zone.
Again, no gain.
So it's third down coming up. Third and goal for the Sabres of Susquehanna. Well, the play has been sent in by head coach Kyle Cook. And there's a good look at that Charger defense as the Sabres approach the line of scrimmage. Colton Stone out of the gun, looking end zone. There it is. The pass is up for grabs and a flag on the play.
Pass interference.
That will be pass interference, and that was DeLucia, the intended receiver.
Heck.
Now DeLucia will be wide on the top of your screen. With 10:34 remaining in the fourth quarter, Sam Callahan will line up at fullback. Cottrell will be at tailback as Stone will keep the football. Did he lose it? It looks like he lost a handle on it. And did Carbondale recover? If they did, that is a tough break for Susquehanna. I don't think so.
Nope.
Nope, that will bring up 4th down. Yeah, bad exchange from center. So Susquehanna will try out once again. This will be 4th down coming up for Susquehanna. And a timeout will be called by the Sabres. So we'll keep it right here, Glenn. Well, they're trying to punch it in, and you just can't get through this Charger defense.
Carbondale's been tough at the goal line. They had one 1-yard run late in the first half, but Carbondale's tightening it up. Big play here.
Well, with 10:03 remaining in the 4th quarter on the Call Spall scoreboard, Carbondale is in front 45-18, but the Sabres trying to they're knocking on the door, trying to punch it in. It's 4th down coming up, 4th and goal when play resumes. So see how many options Susquehanna has.
This would be a feather in Carbondale's cap if they can stop them here again, because they've had what? Now this is their 5th or 6th play from the 3. So,
well, here come the Sabres on 4th and goal. Sabres will talk it over in the huddle, and they are set to go. There's a flag. This is going to be called against Susquehanna.
Flag on the play. Looks to be against the Sabres and back them up to around 5.
It's going to put the football just outside the 5-yard line. Nose of the football just about touching the 5-yard line. So the Sabres had it at the 1, 4th and goal. Now it's 4th and goal from just outside the 5. Now, does this change the strategy by head coach Kyle Cook?
I'm assuming it's going to be a pass play, but I've been wrong many times.
Rosso is wide on the near side. Stone out of the shotgun, back to throw. Stone with protection, fires in the end zone. They've got the touchdown. That is DeLucia on the receiving end for Susquehanna. And the Sabres answer. They now trail 45-24. Well, Glenn, you talk about a team with a lot of character. It is Susquehanna.
For sure.
They lost Spencer Beamer. DeLucia was shaken up in the first half of this ball game. They're playing with very limited numbers, and they continue to keep on fighting as Stone will hand it off, and they will try for 2, and they get the 2-point conversion as DeLucia takes it in.
Again, with 42, DeLucia going to make the score 45 for the Cardinal area Chargers and 26 for the Sabres of Susquehanna.
Well, you heard the score by our public address announcer, 45-26, and we will keep it right here for the break. With 9:56 remaining in 4th quarter action here on the Call Spall scoreboard. Well, Glenn, with all of the scoring that we've had here tonight, at about the 5-minute mark, you could start running down the scoring summary and the touchdowns between plays, because we've had, I take a look at your list here, and you have a lot
I'm running out of room.
You're running out of paper. So you could start running down the stats probably in about 3 minutes. It's going to take a while. So we'll start doing that throughout the between plays throughout the game. So if you're just tuning in, Carbondale leads it 42-26 against the Susquehanna Sabres. And the Sabres will tee it off and Kickoff to Carbondale. Here's your kick. End over end. From the 20-yard line. Devon Reams across the 30, and he is out of bounds near the 36-yard line. Boy, I thought we were going to see a flag near the end of that play, Glenn.
Looked like a horse collar.
It's what I thought we were going to have. No flag came out, so no damage done on the play. And Carbondale will bring its offense back out onto the football field. First down and 10.
Chargers will take over at the 36.
Ushaw will trot in from the near sideline with the play from head coach Jeff Arthur. And right here, if you're Carbondale, clock management right now. You've got the lead. You want to pick up a couple of first downs, sustain the drive, and take time off that clock. And that's what they are going to do. They're going to run the football. And this is DePalma across midfield.
Look out.
DePalma with one man to beat. DePalma heading for the 20-yard line. It's a foot race, and DePalma will take it in for the touchdown.
Wow. Unbelievable. What a game this gentleman is having.
That was impressive. Well, he had one man to beat out near the 20-yard line, and that was Cameron Sheffer. And DePalma won the foot race.
Well, that's not running the clock down, is it, Steve?
I thought for sure that, usually in those situations. And the extra point is good.
And Colin Baylor's kick is up and through. It's going to make it the Chargers 52, the Sabres 26.
We'll be right back with more high school football after this timeout.
Providing the ultimate in professional service is a tradition at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, Carbondale. For more than 50 years, families in Carbondale and its surrounding area have used our 2 Hospital Street and 74 North Main Street locations for a traditional service, cremation or memorial services, or a service of personal preference. Contact Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated to handle every detail.
Back in Carbondale, Chargers lead this one over Susqehanna as Vincent DePalma is having a career evening here in the Pioneer City. And the Chargers will kick off to Susqehanna. Chargers will tee it up and kick off to the Susqehanna Sabres. (52-26) with 9:29 remaining here in fourth quarter action. This line drive kick, DeLucia is going to pick it up at the 5, and he is going to return it. Far side of the field, cut down after a short return. And Susqehanna will take over offensively with 9:24 to play here in fourth quarter action.
The Chargers made by Colin Forrest.
Well, the Susqehanna Sabres, they just keep fighting. Carbondale area keeps on scoring, and traditionally, when you get Susqehanna and Carbondale together, it's a high-scoring affair, and we've had another one here tonight. As Susqehanna will start this drive from about their own 18-yard line, and they will run the football.
Sabres hand it off up the middle. Brought down by number 74.
Luke Kovaleski on the tackle for the Chargers. So on a night when Carbondale area celebrates its 2001 District 2 Class A championship team, the Chargers go on a scoring tear, and they lead here 52-26 with under 9 minutes remaining to play in the fourth quarter. Yeah, somebody moved on the line of scrimmage, and there's the flag.
On the play, going to be a penalty.
This will be called against the Chargers, a 5-yard penalty. Second down and 5 for Susquehanna. Stone out to Rosa, and Rosa taken down immediately on a great defensive play by Darryl Bennett, the sophomore, coming up from his safety position.
3rd and 5 for the Sabres.
Third down coming up for Susquehanna.
Trying to gather this statistics on Vinny De Palma here, Steve. He's got a lot of yards.
Well, you tally all of those up, and coming up in about probably one more play or two, you could start running down all of the numbers for both ball clubs. Palma having a great night. You could run down the scoring summary between plays because we have had a lot of action in this one, as Stone will hand it off, and Carbondale area shuts it down defensively once again, and we might have another player injured. No, now the player getting up for Susquehanna. And we have a timeout on the field, so with the score 52-26, Carbondale your leader and 7:22 remaining. Once again, we'll thank all of the great people for making high school football possible. Of course, Adams Cable Service for providing you with these great football games and everything happening here in the Pioneer City. We appreciate everything that they do for the community. By the Comfort Doctors, T.E. Spall & Son for heating, cooling, and plumbing of Carbondale. For your source for quality tires, Jerry's Tire and Auto Service. Nick's Excavating and Paving. NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield for experience, dependability, and 24-hour service. Also brought to you tonight by your local Napa Auto Parts store, Carbondale Auto Parts, Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Tom's Floor Shop, your first step to a beautiful home, Main Street Childs, by the White's Crossing Sports Shop, Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Carbondale, with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street. And, of course, your starting lineups brought to you tonight by the Roselle Department Store. Fourth down and a punting situation for the Susquehanna Sabres. And they will kick it away as DeLucia gets away a good kick. It will roll into Charger territory and then is downed at the 41-yard line by the Susquehanna Sabres. And with just over 7 minutes remaining, Carbondale area will go back on the offensive attack in great field position. Well, you talk about a different football team, Glenn, since opening night. That is the Carbondale area Chargers.
Yeah, they are, as we said before, they are improving week by week. They're looking awful good today. Vinny De Palma's having a career day.
Well, after this play, Glenn, you could start to run down the numbers that De Palma has put up this far. Bad exchange from center. Players battle for it at the point of attack. And I believe Carbondale will keep the football.
Chargers to keep the ball, second down. A couple changes on offense. Number 2, Daryl Bennett in at quarterback. Number 11, Mason Barron in at wide receiver. Number 65, Dominic Conte just checked in.
Well, with Carbondale leading 52-26, there'll be some changes now in their lineup. As Daryl Bennett, the sophomore, 5'8", 140 pounds, will run the offense. And they will hand it off and go right up the middle against the Susquehanna defense.
Well, Steve, just quickly, Vinny De Palma has 16 carries for unofficially 319 yards.
Wow, what a night.
Again, that's unofficially because I couldn't keep up with them the way he was scoring. And so he is the star of the game for sure. Now we have to pick a play of the game. I would say
call of the game.
I would say his 95-yard run in the third quarter kind of solidified everything that needed to be done for Carbondale tonight.
Well, Bennett.
But of course, you had two great catches by Logan Warmott for one for 50 and one for 53. Can't forget him. And Musho throwing the ball good. But I think Vinny De Palma, the 95-yard run, would be the best play of the day.
Carbondale area with their second unit in the ball game, working from the 49-yard line of Susquehanna. They'll just continue to run the football.
Bennett's handoff to Logan. Gain of 3, second and 7.
Second down and about long 8 yards to go for Carbondale area as we near 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 52-26, the Chargers. Bennett on a toss play. Reams around the right end. There he goes, heading for that first down marker. That could be a face mask.
Wow.
No flag. Boy, that was close, though, to a face mask. And Carbondale area will sustain the drive.
Now we need to get all these starters out of the game. They don't need to be in there anymore. You don't want anybody like a fluke play get hurt, and we don't need that. Well, if you're Carbondale, you certainly don't need that.
They'll toss the football once again, and Carbondale will continue to go with clock management as they run it up the middle.
I like this. The second group is hustling out there. They want to get some playing time. This is good for them. Because you don't know how many teams do play JV. I don't even know. I haven't seen any lately. JV games, freshman games. I don't know what goes on anymore with the way the world's in topsy-turvy form out there. So I don't know how many games they do play, but this is good experience for them right now.
Bennett will hand it off to the fullback, and Susquehanna shuts it down at the line of scrimmage.
I could have a hard time seeing Susquehanna being able to play a JV game on a Monday with the numbers that they have. That doesn't add up.
Third down coming up with 3.5 left in the football game. Carbondale area from the Susquehanna 35-yard line. Daryl Bennett at the controls now for the Carbondale offense. They're going to take that play clock right down. And Bennett will set the line of scrimmage and hand it off, and they will continue to run up the middle. Colin Orms, only a sophomore. A lot of people getting playing time tonight with Carbondale area out to the huge lead. And with 2.5 minutes remaining, it is 4th down for Carbondale area, and the second team in there operating from the Sabre 30. And right here with a flag on the play, Bennett will scramble and goes out of bounds, but there is a penalty marker down with 2:18 remaining.
In the area of hold, yeah, there it is, the holding. So, assuming, well, that was 4th down, so Susquehanna will take over.
Well, it is 52-26. Carbondale area leads this football game.
Sabres decline the penalty. They're going to take over with the first down. At the 30-yard line.
Well, great performance here tonight by Carbondale area. First down for Susquehanna. After the penalty, they decline the penalty, and the Sabres will take over possession of the football at the 30-yard line.
Well,
for Susquehanna, their record will fall to 1 win and 6 losses overall, while Carbondale will improve to 2-3. Next week, they will take on Riverside on the road, followed by a game at Montrose, and then they will wrap up their regular season at home here against Mid-Valley. We'll have that game for you in week number 10.
New faces on the field here. Andrew Rocketman Balderas, Paulie Devish, Paulie Salvatore.
Carbondale beat Holy Cross, and they won at Hanover. They lost to Trail, Old Forge, Lakeland, and they lost to Dunmore.
they have 3 wins after tonight.
After tonight, they will.
Yeah.
Yes. Carbondale will fall to 3-4 as we update the record.
Got a quick win in 30 seconds. No, they beat the Hanover team we forgot about, I think. Yes,
Hanover, yes.
Yeah. Very impressive performance by the Chargers tonight. And it looks like good things are coming.
From the 30-yard line, Susquehanna will just run the football, and
To be a little miscommunication, the snap, and the Sabres do recover. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Sabres hang on to the football as we have just about 2 minutes left.
As we said, they're going to go down into Riverside next week, and Riverside will give them a game, I'm sure. They're always tough in there, but they've been struggling this year. And of course, you never know. The following week, I guess they're supposed to play at Montrose. You never know if Montrose is going to field a team. They're struggling with numbers probably even worse than Susquehanna. So
Susquehanna Sabres keep the football on the ground with 1.5 minutes. And before we leave, we'd like to thank everyone from Adams Cable, Channel 107, Kyle Kemmerer, Joe Ross, Chris Nanfelt. Thanks for all of their help getting the game on the air tonight. And, of course, Sean Tully from Frankie Carl Productions, working camera. Sean, thank you very much for everything tonight. Very long football game as we have just about 1 minute left. And Susquehanna facing 3rd down and about 4. And they will run the football around the far side. Isaiah Valentin getting the carry. And they will pick up a late 1st down. So the final 45 seconds will tick away. Congratulations to Jeff Arthur and the Chargers as they pick up their 3rd win of the season. For Susquehanna, good luck in their remaining games. Good luck to Spencer Beamer, who Susquehanna lost in that first half with a leg injury. We certainly hope he is going to be back in action as Valentin will come to the near side of the field on the running play.
And that should just about do it.
And that should just about do it, as Carbondale will be victorious here tonight, beating Susquehanna by the score of 52-26. So, as Carbondale area celebrates its 2001 District 2 Class A championship team, they put on a great performance here tonight. Vincent DePalma has an excellent night. Carbondale offensively and defensively with a stellar performance, and that should set the stage for their remaining 3 games coming down the stretch. Glenn, any final thoughts?
Well, as I said, Carbondale looked better and better every game they played, and some of the games they got beat up pretty good. So they're learning and they're doing a nice job. I give them a lot of credit for all the hustle that they have, because they are working hard. They're Jeff Arthur's getting everything he can get out of those guys, and kudos to Vinny DePalma today for one outstanding offensive performance.
And that is going to wrap it up here in Carbondale at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex. And it's all been brought to you by Adams Cable Service, by the Comfort Doctors, T.E. Spall & Son, Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing of Carbondale, by Jerry's Tire and Auto Service, your source for quality tires, Nick's Excavating and Paving, by NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield, for experience, dependability, and 24-hour service, by your local Napa Auto Parts store, Carbondale Auto Parts, Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, by Tom's Floor Shop, your first step to a beautiful home, Main Street Childs. Also brought to you tonight by the White's Crossing Sports Shop, Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, and your starting lineups brought to you today by the Roselle Department Store. Your final score here in Carbondale. Carbondale area 52, Susquehanna 26. For the crew, I'm Steve Young. Till next time, so long from the home of the Chargers.